The Biden-Pelosi open border agenda has been disastrous for all Americans, especially here on the border. We're seeing record number of illegal immigrants crossing our border. But let's just talk about the drugs. It scares me to death that children all over this country are dying of fentanyl abuse and fentanyl overdose. We are in scary times right now, and I think that's why Democrats are moving towards the Republican Party.
And that was Texas congressional candidate Monica De La Cruz with me yesterday on Sunday Morning Futures over on Fox News on the border, the crisis there, the increase of fentanyl. Joining me right now is Texas Congresswoman and House Homeland Security Committee member Mayra Flores. Congresswoman, it's great to see you again. Thanks so much for being here. And I know that you're fresh off of a tour and meeting with Kevin McCarthy, among others, yesterday. Can you tell us what's new at the border? What do our viewers need to understand today, one day before the midterm elections?
Well, good morning, and thank you for having me. And what's happening here at the southern border isn't honestly just impacting us. It's impacting the entire country. Our Border Patrol agents are exhausted. They're tired. They're processing women and children that have been abused and raped through this dangerous journey, and they're not able to stop all the fentanyl that is coming into our country, that is killing our youth. And my children, your children, they're all our children. So it's important that parents raise up and their voices tomorrow and vote not only to protect their innocence, but also to protect them from dangerous drugs coming into their communities.
And your husband is a border agent. You know firsthand about what has taken place and how things have worsened. Can you walk us through the evolution of this, why it feels so severe today and over the last 2 years? I was watching Kari Lake's roundtable this weekend, and one of the sheriffs said that it's 5 million people that have crossed over on Joe Biden's watch in the last year and a half. Why and how have things worsened? Because of the Biden administration's policies. They've made this worse, and they encourage illegal immigration with their policies, knowing how dangerous it is. Yes, there's good people coming in, but why would we want them to come through a dangerous journey and not legally? But there's also bad people coming in. We've apprehended 98 suspected terrorists at the border. These are people that want to come and hurt the American people. Do we want another 9/11? I mean, we're seeing the red flags and doing nothing. This administration doesn't care about the American people's safety, doesn't care about immigrants, because if they did, they would focus on legal immigration. Let's encourage people to come here legally, where they don't have to go through the trauma and abuse that they're going through right now, crossing illegally, going through abuse, rape, and having to pay thousands of dollars to criminal organizations. Like you said, I'm a Border Patrol wife. I've never been worried about my husband's life like I am now. Wow.
I never had a conversation with him about him taking care of himself, watching his back, always wear your bulletproof vest when you need to. You know, I never had that conversation with him prior to this administration. Like, I felt that he was safe. And I don't feel he's safe. I don't feel our Border Patrol agents, men and women, are safe. So I ask all Border Patrol spouses, wives, be their voices. They're not able to speak up, but we can. Let's be their voice and stand up for them. Well, I think you make really good points, and it's amazing to me that the only people covering this story is us at Fox Business and Fox News. I mean, it's just extraordinary that the media is completely ignoring this incredible crisis that is fentanyl. The CBP officers seized more than $18.6 million worth of meth at the border, found during a tractor-trailer inspection. Just in Laredo, the port of entry, Congresswoman, and the drugs are killing our people. What is the answer in terms of stopping all of these illicit narcotics coming through? Because one of the border agents the other day came on the show and told me that now the drug cartels are using drones, and they're putting fentanyl in the on the drones, and then the drones are dropping them at various places in Texas. That's right.
we're not enforcing the laws that we have in place. Congress passed laws. So we have to enforce the laws that we already have in place and put back in place the policies that were working under the Trump administration. I mean, this should not be political. This should be something that both Democrats and Republicans should be working together. Why would we not support border security? It's hurting us all. Building and strengthening our economy should also not be political. This is something that both parties should be working together. It's so sad to see that the Democrat Party only cares about themselves and their own party and not what's best for the American people. And we, the Republican Party, Mayra Flores, we are committed not to the Republican Party. We're committed to the American people.
Yeah. That's right. And I want to get your take on what all of this has done to voters, because even though the media refuses to cover this story, I know Hispanic voters are watching, and this incredible situation is resonating. Hispanic voters are expected to play a crucial role in tomorrow's midterms, even though, you know, Jill Biden called them, you know, breakfast tacos, and Joe Biden claims he was raised in a Puerto Rican neighborhood. Congresswoman, what do you want to say about the vote and what's happening on the ground in terms of suburban women and Hispanics?
Well, there are a bunch of hypocrites because they claim that they're for women and immigrants. I'm an immigrant. I'm a woman. I'm a mother. And yet they only give me but hate. They've never, you know, embraced someone like myself. I mean, I did become the first Mexican-born congresswoman ever elected in Congress, but to them that was not a big deal. But the Hispanic community is standing for God, family, and hard work. That is just who we are. And I am so blessed to be a member of Congress in Texas 34. I am confident in my faith in God and my amazing team and in the people that I represent, my constituents, that we will win our re-election tomorrow night.
Well, I mean, look, congratulations on what you've been able to do coming from Mexico, taking this incredible seat, leadership position in America. Congresswoman, give us your sense of what's going to happen along these communities at the border for these midterm elections. Do you think people are recognizing it, and are they voting? And I'm not just talking about Republicans. I'm talking about independents.
We are winning hearts and souls every day of Democrats, independents, and of course, Republicans. We are confident that the people of South Texas will be voting their values of God, family, and also be voting to build a strengthened an economy, border security. This is what we stand for. Again, South Texas has always been conservative. It's in our DNA. It runs in our blood. It's just who we are. And we're confident that we will win big tomorrow night, not just in Texas 34. We'll also flip Texas 15 and Texas 28 as well.
Real quick before you go, Congresswoman, I know that Kamala Harris has claimed that she's the border czar. She's been out and about. She's been campaigning for Kathy Hochul. She hasn't come to your area, your region of the border. Do you want to see her come?
No. I mean, honestly, ya pa qué? For what now? You know, our Border Patrol agents right now are too busy processing, you know, the women and children. She'll be just, you know, in the way. What is she going to come for? She's done nothing. She's useless. Honestly, Biden has never has come to South Texas either. So, you know, it says a lot about them that they don't care about the Hispanic community. They don't care about the southern border. At this point, honestly, they'll just be on the way. So,
Congresswoman, we'll be watching. We'll be watching, and thanks very much for your leadership. Great to see you today, Mayra. Thank you.
Thank you so much. God bless you.
And to you.